Hi beautiful people. Today I just wanted to do a little video about a day in my life in quarantine. I know some people are trying to find new skill sets, some people are trying to really learn about their thoughts and see how they can make themselves better. And we're all having those days where we just lay around watching YouTube or Netflix. And so I've been watching a lot of days in my life recently too, and I thought, why not take you on one with me? So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So in the mornings, I like to start reading my books. Really, I like to do a lot of poetry, a lot of self-healing poetry. So I really like Young Pueblo, if you haven't heard of him, and I have been really liking The Chameleon Aura, which is what I have right here, by Bailey Chapana. And it's just a little bit of, they're each broken down into chapters. And each of them has to do with like healing, selflessness, self-love, things like that. So the one that I'm on right now, usually what I like to do is actually open up to a new page and kind of let my mind decide like, what is it that I want to be reading about today? And I'll usually open up to a great page. So, an affirmation. I will no longer carry people's guilt in my back pocket. I will not take responsibility for people's insecurities. I am free. Let's try one more. Darling, spend less time explaining yourself and spend more time swimming in your truth. Your mind and energy are not for everyone. And then parts of me. Parts of me are still learning. I feel things so deeply I can take so much from a connection that had very little and carry parts of connections that should be released. Much of it has to do with the fact that I pour large quantities of myself into everything I indulge in. I cannot dilute my emotions. I cannot half feel anything. I entirely, in all of its rawness and its nakedness, unhidden. Parts of me are still learning that some people are temporary and should remain temporary. Parts of me are still learning that it's okay to let go of people who are no longer conducive to my journey. Parts of me are still learning that my love deserves intensity and fire that matches my own. Parts of me are still learning. So next thing that I usually like to do in the morning is kind of get ready. And since we're in quarantine, there's not really a lot. I don't like going any out of the way, trying to glam up or anything. I'm more into the natural look and just keeping my skin healthy. I've realized over time that your skin is very important and it can be sensitive during stress. It can be, it always is changing from the motions to the weather, and if you want to make yourself feel and look good, then you should do whatever that is. So this is my skincare in the morning after I wash my face. So usually I'll take some cotton rounds. After I wash my face, I want to make sure that everything is off, so I use this Aveda. It's an exfoliant. It really helps to remove all of that stuff that may not have been cleared out after washing it. Very useful. And I usually put it all over my eyes. And honestly, it just kind of makes your skin feel very nourished and moisturized in a way, just from doing that and getting all the dead skin off. Yeah. And then I'll put my hair back usually for the rest. And before I moisturize, I also bought this from Aveda, and it's basically a radiant oil. I love Aveda's products. My friend actually goes to school there, and so she got really good deals on some of these products for me. They're all vegan, cruelty-free, and they really are just about all these like earth elements helping whatever kind of skin you have, whether it's moisturized or more of a dry or oily. This one helps to radiate your skin and kind of give that glowing appeal with nothing else on, and I just love feeling glowy. So what you do is you actually put this on, and then you wait about 5 minutes, and then you'll put the moisturizer and any kind of like makeup products that you want to use after on it. And since it's very sunny and starting to get very glowy and sunny, I really like when my skin just shines with the light. Alright, so after waiting about the 5 minutes with the Aveda Radiant, your skin is already kind of looking, you can see it in the light, how it kind of just reflects and radiates off of the sun. One of my favorite things about summer is just how warm it is. I see a lot more people going outside, walking their dogs, going to the beach, but since we're in quarantine, I've especially found that to be a lot more like of such a beautiful thing and a thankful thing to be happy for, that we have this sunlight right now where other states don't and it's still cold or snowy. And I just look at the sun as a very positive, empowering thing. I don't really like wearing makeup, and I actually tan very easily, but when I do want to wear a little bit and make my skin feel a little more, a little more tan today, what I'll do is when I'm putting my moisturizer on in the morning, I'll add a little bit of my foundation just to give that color into it. So I'm getting the moisture and I'm getting a little bit of that tint that I'd want. So I use MAC for all my skincare. It's what I've used. My mom always recommended this for my skin because we have similar skins. So this is the MAC Pro Long Foundation. And what I'll do is I will add a little bit. And actually the top doesn't work on this anymore, so I have to unscrew it. I will add a little bit of that onto my skin while I use my face moisturizer, and I use the Kate Somerville face moisturizer. And I'll just mix that together, and I will just put that all over my face and skin because my neighbors. Weird. So what's very important for me lately, besides kind of having a healthy moisturized skin, is I've actually had very bad and very sensitive lips since I was little. It's just a thing that runs in my family. They always get very dry, very sensitive and irritated through any changing weather. They get very swollen, and so lately what I've been doing that has actually very much helped, and I haven't had any swelling in the past few months, is I'll be wearing a lip mask. This one's one by Lange. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a sleeping mask, but I like to do it morning and night sometimes, especially when it does get hotter out, and just evenly put it on. If I do want to go a little more, because, there's nothing really else to do except get ready, and so I've been taking it kind of seriously. If I do want to go the extra mile, I will put a little mascara on. I've been really enjoying this YSL. It's the Mascara Volume, and it's the faux curler. So let me just put a little bit on. You know what? Makeup is not perfect. As you can see, I already got a big spot on. But, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're really the only person looking at it, especially now in this time. Then the last thing I will use is put on a little bit of lip gloss, but I do always tend to put it on after I put in chapstick because my lips do get dry if I use any kind of lipstick, matte lip. So I'm using this MAC one. I've had this one for a while, but it's their luster glass. And it's just like a pink. I'm not really a fan of pink. This one's more of a natural one that just has that little bit of glitter in it, which I love glitter, so why not? Yeah, and that is my morning skin routine. And let's go eat something. So for lunch today, I made a tofu scramble. I made that last night for dinner, and usually for lunch I will have either the leftovers of dinner, or I'll make a smoothie, or I will make a quick like pasta meal. But today I've been loving my tofu. It's a southwestern tofu scramble. So it has mushrooms, it has bell pepper, it has asparagus, it has hash browns, tofu, and a bunch of like seasonings, spicy like cumin and chili powder and chipotle powder, and it is just very yummy and it hits the spot. So I am going to dig in and eat this. Next thing that I want to do, this isn't really a day in my life, something I normally do, but we've had all these beautiful roses bloom, and we have different colors. We have yellow, and then we have the white ones, and then we have these pink ones. I figured that I would cut them, and it's actually my dad's birthday tomorrow, so I cut them, put them in a little vase. Attached, so I'm trying to be very gentle in how I put them all in, because although thorns are pretty, they do hurt a bunch. The finishing touch. It turned out so beautiful. I love all the colors. I can't make these. Alright. Thank you and shout out to all the people in my life that I've gained in the past few years, all the people that have really taught me something about growth and life, and being able to be okay with the hard days, because everyone has it, and also just feel so alive and free, and know that if you just share that love and positivity with everyone, like, you're gonna make it, and you're gonna do exactly what you want to do, and you're gonna meet the people who are meant to be in your life. So thank you. I think, you guys already know who you are, and I cherish each and every one of you. Okay, with that, I also wanted to say that, if any of you guys ever need anyone to talk to, or if you want to make a new friend, we're in this new era of the world where we can see people who they really are, and we can understand each other's sides and views without, pressuring you to do anything else. So if you just need a friend, like, I am so willing to meet anyone and talk to anyone about anything, and just bond on, like, the truth of life,